overthinking this, just click the red button and start talking. I'm having anxiety. But it's okay. Because the storm is gonna pass. I'm gonna sit here, just keep talking, and then it'll go away. And I'm gonna get on, what is it called? Whatever it's called. Whatever I'm trying to say. This is what we call exposure therapy, I think, or a form of it. You know, if you're feeling anxious about something, just do like 1% of it, and you know, it'll get easier, and you'll be able to do whatever it is if you just expose yourself a little bit to it. And you'll see that there's nothing to fear, there's nothing to overthink about, there's nothing to be anxious about, and you're fine, and it's okay. Okay, so maybe I should start talking about what I thought I was, maybe I should start talking about what I was going to talk about, and maybe the anxiety will stop and go away. Okay. Oh my god. Maybe I should get like a squishing ball or something, and like play with it as I talk. I don't know. Oh my god. It's like I can feel it in my legs. I can feel it in my elbows, my lap, my temple, my forehead. It's like it's like what I'm experiencing right now. It's like, you know, opening up a book and you open it up to read, right? And it's like, imagine trying to read a book that's just white pages. I open up the camera and the words are just not here, you know? Well, I guess, I mean, I've been talking, oh my god, it's been 3 minutes. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay, I kind of feel better. So, okay, let me just, what was I even saying out loud to myself? Because I was thinking and reflecting about behavior. And how like sometimes our emotions affects our, not affect, what is the word, I can't think of the word, but sometimes our okay, fine. Yeah, let me just start over. So I was thinking about behavior, and how, you know, what dictates our behavior. And I was thinking about how, okay, our principles and our values, our thoughts, our perception of certain things control our behaviors. But sometimes our emotions controls our behavior. And I was just thinking, like, okay, I mean, how is an emotion solidified in our body? Or in our heart, you know, or wherever it dwells in. And I landed at, okay, I think when something happens and you have a certain perception of it, you know, it starts a certain amount of, not amount, well, amount, I mean, this is emotion, a certain amount, I guess, strength of the emotion, and then you have experienced something else, and then you have the same perception, then you experience something else, or you see something else, or you see a video, or you see an interaction between somebody, and you think of that perception. Example, like, how, you know, some men say, oh, women ain't, and the women say, oh, ninjas ain't, you know, fill in the blanks. And something happens, and then they probably had, you know, their first relationship, somebody probably cheated on them, or they lied to, or lied to them, or whatever the case may be, you know, they were betrayed, they felt betrayed and hurt, and they concluded that, okay, this gender is just fill in the blanks. Men are cheaters. You know, whatever belief, you know, they perceive that, they perceive it, that's how they perceive it, and they hold that thought. And then something else happens, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, men are cheaters, see? And then something else happens, and something else happens, and then that belief keeps coming in, and the more times they experience that thought, the more solidified and strong an emotion is, and it becomes part of their identity. And then that reminded me of this book that I've been reading, and if you don't have this, go get it. It's going to change your life if you apply it, obviously. It's Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And one of the instructions is like to write out a goal that you have in the present tense. And to reflect on it daily, and to read it morning and night. And you know, the first time I read it, I'm like, okay, like, I completely believed it. I guess not completely, but you know, I definitely had my doubts. But just right now, like, this is exactly what they're doing. Like, oh my god, like, it's true. When you hold a belief in your head and you do it consistently, it becomes real in your body, like in your heart. And I know this is why God says, guard your heart, for all things come from it. Another version is, guard your heart, for life flows from it. And he's telling us, hey, protect what kind of person he led into, what kind of thoughts he led into, what kind of environment you're in, what kind of music you're listening to, or anything and everything. Basically, any experience that uses our ears or our eyes, and our mouth, our words. It also says, the Bible says, that life and death is in the power of the tongue. And so this thing is true. Ooh. What the heck is that? I don't know. But yeah, you can create a new reality within you by holding a belief so like often. Though you can't do it today and then next week, and then it has to be consistent. It has to be daily. Wow. So yeah, those are my thoughts of the day. I was just thinking out loud and thought I would share it because I know that this is going to bless my life, and by sharing it, it's going to bless somebody else. So yeah. Oh yeah, my anxiety, it was gone. I mean, now it's kind of coming back. Not really, but kind of. I think it's because I'm remembering it in my head. But yeah, see, just expose yourself to the thing you're afraid of, and it'll become easier the longer you do it. Oh my God, exactly. It's like circling back to this. It's like, it's in a sense, it's kind of, it's not therapy, but the part of exposure is, I think, the same. By being in a certain state, whether it's physical or mental, or emotion, the stronger it gets. And it's powerful. Very powerful. Yeah. Have a great day. Ciao.